Hunter Henry with us on the Harbor One hotline. Gresh and Andy Hardin for Keefe today. Hunter, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Hanging in there, and of course everybody is processing and breaking down the win yesterday. But before we really dive into the game, 5-4 here at the bye. It comes right at the middle point of the season. Just overall, some thoughts on the feeling of where you guys sit in the AFC as we head in to the second half of the year.
Yeah, came out of the gate slow. Went through some struggle. Went through a little bit of just adversity that we had to climb through. And we kind of crawled out of that. We haven't played maybe a perfect game or a great all-together game that we have wanted yet, but it's hard to win in this league, and we're back to above 500 and feeling good.
I know you guys haven't played the Bills yet, but you faced the Jets, you faced the Dolphins. You guys are a 5-4 football team that's in last place. How good is the AFC East? Is it maybe better than some people want to give it credit for?
Yeah, it's a great division. A lot of tough teams playing really good football. So, it's tough, but we got to continue to get better and continue to, keep stacking these wins.
Well, Hunter, that's where I'm sure a lot of people look at the offense and say, well, are they getting better? There aren't enough results. You know how it is. People are chirping in the crowd, things of that nature. But where have y'all made strides on offense, even if it isn't there to the average eye?
We got a lot of strides we need to make. I'm not going to lie. We got to get better. We got to be more consistent. We got to be better on early downs. We turned the ball over yesterday. Unfortunately, we were having a pretty solid game of turnovers. We were doing all right penalty-wise, but those kind of started to stack up. As an offense, though, we got to be more accountable and be better. Especially down the stretch. The bye comes at a good time. We just really need to look ourselves in the mirror as an offense, especially, and we need to be better.
Is that all execution? Because we spent so much time in the summer and in training camp talking about new coaching staff, new schemes, what the new offense wants to be. Do you guys know what you want to be or what you are when you execute? Is it all on execution, or is there still an evolution of this offense with these coaches?
Yeah, we're just continuing to progress, man. I think, it's been a strange season probably for us. Just with everything going on. New coaches, quarterback situation. With injuries, guys kind of coming in and out. There's a struggle there for that. That's the side of things. But we've got a bye here. We got a time to just really look ourselves in the mirror and really grow and see what we're going to do down the stretch. This is where we got to play our best football. So we got to come to play down the stretch.
Hunter, were you aware at the level at which your defense was dominating the Colts yesterday? I know when you guys are on the sidelines, you've talked a lot about a lot of communication going on, a lot of talking with the coaches. Did you even have any idea how the defense was just choking out the Colts offense yesterday?
Of course, man. I'm all in on the game, man. I love watching our defense fly around. The way we were able to generate pressure, it was fun to watch. Gave us a lot of energy. It just, I felt like the crowd was able to feed off of it. It was a lot of fun to watch when our defense is flying around and playing like that. So glad we have them on our side.
A big part of that is Matthew Judon, the pass rusher. We see how well he's playing. Certainly looks like he's taken his game to the next level after a really good year a year ago. I know you cross paths with him a little bit on the practice field sometimes. From a blocker's standpoint, from a tight end standpoint, why is Matthew Judon so good?
Man, he's relentless. He plays so hard. He's smart. He works really hard at his craft. The things that he does behind the scenes, it really shows up when he comes out on the field. The dude works extremely hard as he, throughout the week in practice, throughout the off seasons. Everything. So I'm glad we got that guy on our side for sure. He's a stud, man. You got to really pay attention to a guy like that.
Any plans for the bye week other than trying to get better on offense?
Just I'll be around here, man. I'm laying low. Recover. It's always good to have a little bit of time off and let the body recover in the middle of the season.
We always ask guys this at the bye. Are you one of those getaway, like family time, I'm not going to watch any football, or are you a football guy that'll spend some time over the weekend watching some games and with your feet up on the couch?
Yeah, I'm going to watch some games. I'm always going to watch some games for sure. But definitely spend a good amount of family time and spend some time with my little guy this week.
Are you going to will you take in some Arkansas? I know it was a tough one against Liberty over the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing, man. What are we doing? It's bad. It's bad. I'm just glad we got the win yesterday because I needed it. I couldn't go through that misery like I did on Saturday. That was tough.
Yeah, I was going to
know what we're doing.
I was going to say, Hugh Freeze might end up with the Auburn job after that victory. So who knows? It feels like it's him or Coach Prime down there at Auburn.
I would not blame them after what he just did coming into our house. I would not blame him at all.
Hunter, do you I know the tight end group is sort of a fraternity. You've had that tight end in recent years. Just wondering, when you sit back and watch on a weekend like this, who are the tight ends you like to watch? Who are what you think maybe are the best tight ends in the NFL?
I mean, obviously there's a lot of good ones, man. I like watching every guy every single week that we play. I mean, I love watching the other tight end on the other side of the field. I feel like we're asked to do so many different things on the field, man. But obviously, Kelsey's been at the top for a while, man. He does tremendous things in so many different aspects. Kittle's done a lot of great things. I like watching Andrews, T.J. Hawkinson. Ertz has been doing it for a long time. I mean, there's so many guys. I like watching every single guy, man. Everybody has their own little way of doing things, and you can always pick and choose and try to add some things to your game.
You mentioned that you guys are asked to do so much. I know our own Christian Fourier, former Patriots tight end, who's now a yapper on our airwaves, has often said that tight ends have to do the tackle's job and the receiver's job, so they should get the paycheck that's the equivalent of adding those two together. Would you agree with that?
I love that, man. That's a great assessment there. That's what we're always barking about, man. I mean, shoot. We're about 60 pounds less than a tackle, and we're about 50 pounds more than a receiver. So, I mean, it's just meet in the middle. But, yeah, we basically have to do both jobs in a lot of different ways. I mean, it's a tall task a lot of times, but you got to rise to it.
Well, our tight ends here at WEEI, Hunter, are going to have a catch-off. It is for charity, and Christian Fourier, who, of course, played in the Brady years. And in case you haven't heard, Jermaine Wiggins was big in the snow game. You might have seen some, highlights on that. These two guys are going to get apparently a jugs machine. They're going to go over to Boston College. Now, these are 50 or near 50-year-old men who, Hunter Henry, they have talked about catching as many as 75 balls each in this catch-off. In your professional opinion, is that way too many for a couple of old tight ends to be out there trying to catch these footballs with messed up fingers and maybe a broken nose along the way?
No way, man. No way. It's just like riding a bike. I know they're going to pick it up. That's just what they do, man. They're real athletes. Tight ends are always athletes. They're real athletes, man.
They're talking about doing like a version of horse, I guess, where I don't know if they're going to try to catch it off the ceiling or something like that. I don't know. This thing's going to morph out of control, but the Tight End Society runs deep, and Hunter Henry joins us here on Gresh and Keefe. Hunter, thanks for the time. Enjoy the downtime. We will talk to you soon. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all.